gon' pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mostert. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Ball carrier.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now back to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And he is out of bounds here. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
No. Hey, middle.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson taken in by the tight end Doyle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards, a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Harris. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Jacksonville.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
2nd and 16. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Steelers 0. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Steelers.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. Third down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Jackson flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. They find some open field here. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Brendan McManus.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0.
Brendan McManus set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
It's now 2nd and 6.
6 yards left on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Sliding out of the pocket. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Ball carrier.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now they have a first down and more. And down right around the 37. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 17. Steelers 7. Ryan Suckup.
So it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He'll buy some time right. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And his throw is incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a throw here, hauled in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Jaguars 24, Steelers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Squeeze, double up.
Throwing again. Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they could somehow get this one back. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. KJ Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Jaguars 31, Steelers 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. At the flush to his right, he'll run it, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Brings up 3rd. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. KJ Hamler with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 38, Steelers 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it real good.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better.